Hello folks and welcome back to Russia. In the last video of Crusader Kings 3, we took a Hellenic Roman in the character customizer and formed the Empire of Russia, and today we will stop at nothing to revive the Roman Empire. There's get a little bit stronger, my army levy, or military strength rather, and then we will do something. I still haven't decided on who to attack, because we could just, you know, invade kingdoms, and we could invade kingdoms straight on the Byzantine Empire, get one kingdom or something like that. But if we attack, I mean, at least the Byzantines are Orthodox. They're stronger, though. But we could attack someone else, like East Francia, Lotharingia, or Bavaria. However, they're Catholic, and I'm afraid that we'll have to face the wrath of the Catholic world if we start encroaching on them too quickly. Also, I don't want to wear this ridiculous crown thing here, so we're gonna go no headwear on the barber shop. And you too, don't wear that. I got a lot of comments as well in the last episode for various things. One of the comments that stuck out, though, for me personally, was the idea that Ultimus Romanum was not a good name for the family. But I do think it's a good name, because it's not about these being the last Romans and, you know, oh, but if the Romans come back, it doesn't make sense that they're called the last Romans. The idea is that after the Romans come back, everyone will know that I'm descended from the last Romans, because this is essentially the very last of the Romans around in the world. And if you are descended directly from, who is it? Was it Antonius here? Then you know that person is powerful. Another thing, I know that my army quality affects the way my men fight, and as of now, I think so far high quality is actually really good in the game, and I don't use many men of arms regiments, so that's, yes, absolutely, that's true. However, sometimes I do think that, okay, I have, what, maybe 30,000 men, this is exaggeration, but fighting against 1,000 men-at-arms. Yeah, my little peasants might not be great, but I think that it's not, it's sometimes it's just ridiculous, because sometimes the army quality will even be balanced, and I will still lose, even with a really skilled general, which is unfortunate. I think it's especially the idea that I have a super mega skilled general with or pretty bad quality troops, versus someone with pretty bad quality troops, slightly better, not, you know, great quality troops, but who's actually not a very good general, and somehow they are able to defeat me. That is quite frustrating. Novograd means basically new town, so Nova Urban, new city, and, you know, you are a Nova Urbium, or whatever. Kind of makes sense. I think I'll also, obviously I'll rename the duchy, and then we have to come up with a name for the empire. Now, some people will think, what? Ruthenia Maiorum? Ruthenian? But this is Russia, it's not the Kingdom of Ruthenia. Well, Ruthenia was a word used for Russia back in the Roman times. Obviously, Russian comes from Rus, so it's not really the same etymology, but this is what I have to play with, and this is what I'm going to play with. And I think it kind of makes sense, you know. Oh, illegal characters. What have I done? Strange. Wait, what if I do copy, paste? No? Okay, strange. There we are. Boom. High Kingdom of Ruthenia Maiorum. So it is basically Greater Ruthenia. Ruthenia, or beyond Ruthenia, you know, because we're also coming a little bit from the north there. So, we'll see. And, obviously, we do claim the Roman Empire, but we don't claim it directly as, oh, this is the continuation of the Roman Empire. We claim it as being the last Romans. We have a right to claim the remainder of the empire. I will reach the presence of Zeus in a transfixed ecstasy. Let's do it. Oh no, I'm ill. Uh-oh. One of our sons is Romulus, the other shall be Remus. Or wait, is it Remus? Yeah, of course it is. May you grow strong and wise. Oh right, it wasn't my son. I named someone Remus, even though it wasn't brother to Romulus here. Oh well. Yeah, we'll do that. I've become obese. Let's lose weight. Alright, let's go for a duchy war on Galicia Volhynia here. We have a child king and then we'll be able to push closer through Great Moravia, maybe. I don't know if maybe we'll take all of Great Moravia, or maybe we'll take a duchy and then we'll have a border to East Francia to attack from. Now, you'll wonder why we are quite a lot weaker, and that's because I've actually gone ahead and created the kingdoms and delegated between vassals and given them their rightful lands and stuff, because, yes, it makes us weaker, gives me a little bit of a challenge, and more importantly, it actually, since we did end up creating the Kingdom of Lithuania there, it stops one kingdom from becoming way too powerful, because then they can like offer vassalization and invade a bunch of people, and it's just annoying to deal with, especially as a tribal ruler. So I think this is fine. That's limited tribal authority. Whoa! All of England is now under West Francia here. West Francia is quite a scary beast. I don't really know what happened. They must have invaded. Let's see. Title history. Inherited. Ooh. Oh. Oh. What did you do? You married... I don't... Wait, what? Ah, Saxon elective male preference law. Rather odd, though. To have chosen you, because you're a French Catholic. Anyway, big empire, big things. You know what? I think it's time we go for the Kingdom of Great Moravia here, right in the middle. Could have gone for something bigger, but, you know, they're all carling, so they might call in each other, and kind of frustrating. Plus, I'm not at my greatest point right now because I handicapped myself. So, we'll do this. Oh, what if we can befriend the king of West Francia here? That would be interesting. Oh, we have another daughter. Excellent. I was afraid it was going to be a son, you know. Don't want to have to disinherit him. But, yet another item. This is terrible. You know, Crusader Kings makes you say terrible things. But yes, another item we can use to get strong alliances. Outside of it... Okay, well, we are going to continue this war for a bit. One or two provinces extra there, but yeah, there we are. Our first order of business is to promote the culture in our highest development province. Yes, do that. Oh, trimming the dynasty. So apparently we have an inbred here. She does have a lot of claims, though. We could cast her out and gain renown and diplomacy, or we do 100 diplomacy. Risk of losing 50. Let's see. I told her what I could. Her diplomacy is increased, and things are good. Although that's still 0 for her because of her base diplomacy. Yeah. One. The quick one. The zealous one. The ambitious one. You have been slain in battle. That is quite sad. That's actually a big problem for us because now we have 4 daughters who would share, although actually we don't have that much stuff that would go to other people, but it's still annoying, so we'll have to find a way to get a son here. Alright, time to divorce you, and then we shall marry someone else. A Polish giant woman. That should be interesting. Let's do that. She's 20. There's nothing that shows that she's infertile. I don't think there's a fertility penalty from being a giant either, so we'll go ahead and do that. There we go. We have another son. Finally, we shall call him Remus. Because, well, the other one was Romulus. Let's see. Is he a giant? He's not a giant. He's nothing special. That's unfortunate. Testing 1, 2, 3. Alright, you will not believe this, but in this last millisecond between this cut and the last cut, turns out it's been almost 2 months since I recorded, and I have little memory of what happened. I know that Remus here was the last thing to happen, but other than that, I don't really remember what we were going for, etc., etc. So, I suppose, you know, we're married to a giantess, and we just wanted a male heir. We'll have to see what we do with her. But, yeah, what is the aim? The aim, I guess, is to restore the Roman Empire, or at least take Rome, right? Let's do a mystical communion here. I wonder if that will really reduce my stress. Otherwise, I'll just host a feast or something. Alright, organizing the faith would probably be the first step towards doing what we want to do. And I think the plan was then to be stronger than the Byzantines, etc., etc. So we'll conquer some more stuff here, get a bit stronger, and then we'll strike at the underbelly so we can get some holy sites. You know what? Let's go to war. We need to push closer to better development areas before we fall behind too much. So let's take the Vienna region here. Ah, Bohemia got it for some reason. So yeah, the war rages on. The goal is still the same, and they are technically even weaker. All right, time to get another duchy and get even closer to the coast over here. I gained obese. I've been trying to lose weight. I thought the bug was fixed. If we stop losing weight, and then we try to lose weight again soon. How do I do that? Do I have to wait, I guess? Alexander, well, I'm so sorry, but I can't have you inheriting anything, so disinherit. Oh no, Remus ascends to the throne at age 6. We've died of obesity. Continue as High King Remus. Well, this is gonna be a mess. Oh, finally, the war is over. Let's enforce that, disband all the troops, and get some money in our coffers so we can bribe our way to peace within the realm. One of my new allies is calling me into a war offensively. I guess I'll accept. Doesn't really look like I have to do much. 11,000 versus 500. Although I'm 7,000 of those, so... someone is declaring the Finnish Hellenic Populist War. Okay. Where are you? Mostly there. Some stuff spread out. I think we should be fine. I guess we can call in Sweden for this one. Or... Independence faction. Here we go. Another war. Whatever. Let's call people in. We're gonna make our own little sacrifice here and marry ourselves to someone with a lot of troops. Alright, that one's over. Excellent. And now we just have to defeat the Independence War. There we go. We can get a second legacy. Noble Veins it will be. Somehow I've occupied large swathes of their territory, and yet I am no closer to winning. I mean, they've won quite a few battles, but like, war score from held objectives. I guess their capital? It's very frustrating. Oh, I was 20 days away from taking... I was assaulting the fort. Damn it. Okay, so Austria became independent. Damn it, okay. Pitten. Probably some tiny... Okay. Great Moravia. No. No. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. That is actually a major loss of land, and it's so frustrating. Basically, all of our father's expansion south has been put to a stop here, and although we do have this part of the Ruthenia here, I guess that's nice. Alright, I'm of age now. Let's see what we can do. The only interesting war I can see that we can fight right now is for Khazaria, and I think that would be interesting. They only have 5,000 soldiers. Great Moravia is actually under our dynasty, so I'm not going to touch that. Lithuania is pretty strong, has a lot of allies and stuff. Our half-sibling's mother actually lost Hungary in the last war, and she's still alive. She's like 75 or something. So we can't do that. So we're going to go south instead, I suppose, and take the primary title here. Remus now has a son, Maximus. Oh, we can already have another legacy. Okay. Let's do that. So we're being attacked by this chieftain here. He only has 900 troops, but somehow he's allied to Sweden. And I'm just hoping Sweden doesn't join the war. Is there a way for me to ally Sweden, maybe? God. Okay, Sweden's on my coast, but I'm thinking if I occupy this little one shitty province here, I'll probably win this war. This is what I'm hoping. Oh, you have a claim on the Kingdom of Hungary. Of course I will get you to join my court. Another Remus. Alright, well, that's 2 sons, so I've got to disinherit you. Took us 7 years, but behold, that is a much larger realm, at least by surface area. I was going to start another offensive war to take Hungary from that one guy that joined our court, but looks like our offensive war penalty is quite high since we've been at war for a while now, so we'll leave it at that for now. And just like that, it's taken me another month to sit in front of the computer and continue this campaign. I think I talked about Hungary last time. I don't know what my offensive war penalty is right now. Probably, well, 19 there for you, but you haven't been around for that long. Minus 19. That's pretty decent. I'll let that peter off a little bit longer, and then we shall invade Hungary. I don't know if our technology level went up or not, but looks like we can finally build gathering halls, which I guess I'll do. Sverker and my daughter. Sverker is the son of the King of Sweden. Oh wait, she's not my daughter, this is my niece, sorry. I'm keeping my daughter for other plans, but we'll do this. And then my son, the one I disinherited to his daughter. Excellent. What's this? Yeah, gladly accept. And right, you're the one with the claim to Hungary. Give me 1 year. Okay. Let's do that then. Alright, there we go. Boom, Hungary is ours. We can find a holy order, but I think I'm going to wait with that until we actually own a city. Or one of our holy centers in the Mediterranean. Because right now, it's like, oh, what headquarters are you going to have? Pähkinälina, Solci, Iziborskor, Dedovici. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a proper pantheon of the Mediterranean, if you know what I mean. We could risk it all and do an invade kingdom. But, you know, I feel like... Oh wow, only 30 fame? That's ridiculous. Forgetting the empire. That does not feel right. Oh right, I can only invade one kingdom. I can't invade the entire empire. It'd be quite crazy. Right. So that's why that's happening. Now this may look like a silly war, but we are going after a holy center of our faith, Laconia here in southern Greece, and it's held by Abyssinia, of all people, so should be rather easy to either march an army or just sail there and take it. I don't think they can put up much resistance. Alright, let's do it. Ah, another son. I'm sorry, but you are going to be immediately disinherited. I'm so sorry. What would be lovely is to see the Byzantine Empire at war with someone really big, like their neighbors, and us just sweeping in and taking something. Ah, okay, so my ally is calling me to war in Scotland. I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm just gonna focus on the Mediterranean, I'm afraid, but I will pretend like I'm a part of it. Wait a minute, why is Sweden owned now by a peasant king, and my ally is Denmark, but doesn't really own Denmark, and is also... Oh, he's gone Catholic, oh god. Anyway, Laconia is ours, so be it. You can disband once you get home. And then, what do we do with this? Let's see, 68 years to convert. I think it's a lot, but we can try. Also, do we have an even better oracle? Someone with amazing learning skill. Yeah, you know, we'll change it to you here. Sorry, okay. Only 55 years. There we go, we can found a holy order, and we will put it in Monemvasia, the very tip of the Greek peninsula. Boom. 1,000 piety, 500 gold. Let's do it. Glorious. The Hellenic Holy Order has been founded. The Myrmidons. Glorious. Let's go on a pilgrimage. Where will we go? Let's go to Mistra. Is that? Yeah, we'll go to Mistra. We just conquered it. Of course, we'll go on a pilgrimage there. I've become a wise man. A little bit stressed, but we'll deal with that with a... Alright, we need the pilgrimage to end. Oh, okay, so my son and heir has had a child with someone from the House of Munsa, and their child, who's technically the next heir in line, right? She is albino. I think it's because they're slightly too closely related, but that's kind of cool. Hunt did not go very well, so we're gonna go on a pilgrimage. Or sorry, what am I saying? A feast. We're gonna host a feast. Next up, I thought Alexandria, because that's a holy site of ours, but I think I'd rather wait it out. We have quite a lot of offensive war penalty with our vassals. They do love us, but, you know, I'd rather not have that negative. Oh, no, I have cancer. I'm only 38. Come on. I said I'd wait, but since I have cancer and the Sultanate here has no allies or anything, I think it's time to strike. They only have 1,900 men, whilst we have a lot more. So let's go. The Roman, Hellenic, Russians standing by the pyramids. There we are. A lot of troops for a very small thing. There's a boy king in the territory we used to own, and we have a family member with a claim. They have 77 troops. I know it's an offensive war, but I just have to do it. Oh, okay. So we have died of unknown causes. That's interesting. Okay, cancer. I don't know why it says unknown causes here. On the accomplice diplomat, vassals and foreign rulers alike are sure to respect Emperor Maximus. Glorious. Alright, you're 23. Of course, I can grow a beard like this, but I don't know. I like to see their faces. Also, it's Roman, so why not? Also, you should not have any headwear, just so we can see you better. Wow, you have a lot of... Oh, it's pox. Okay. So I romanced my wife because we still don't have a male heir, and well, I got lover's pox from her. So, oh well. Cabarite uprising destroyed, and Ruthenia reintroduced to the Empire. Let's enforce our demands. Spend all the troops. Excellent. There's peace in our time. Since we still haven't had any sons, I'm just gonna make sure to disinherit our second daughter here. Might be a hasty thing, but you never know if you randomly die. That'd be terrible. We'd lose half of our realm. Because after all, we have two empires here. Alright, it's time to shift our focus from diplomacy to theology. Because I want to get profit, since that Reformation cost goes down. And if we do invade Byzantium here, which I'm honestly just waiting for the Emperor to die, then we could get another holy site. We could also take the papacy. But I imagine we'd get a bunch of crusades called, and I'd rather weaken this beast. Huh. Someone's trying to claim the empire title. I guess he went for the merits, or not merits, the what's it called? Yeah, the root of stewardship, of course. That's what it's called. Well, he's 62, so he'll probably die before he actually presses it. The priesthood of Ares has been established. Fantastic. We have another daughter. Okay, now we have a lot of daughters. We're 32. I'm thinking, let's get a concubine. Is this the best we can do? No, that's not very good. My daughter could marry a genius and a giant. I mean, that sounds fantastic. Let's do that. Alright, there's a new emperor in Constantinople. It is time that we take all of this. We won't get another holy site because Athens is the other holy site, but we'll take it eventually. We just need to weaken Byzantium, and we will do it by doing this. We just have to hope that we do well, because I don't know about the technology that the Byzantines have. Alright, let's do it. Oof. Oh no, my wife is no longer pregnant. Okay. Also, let's divine the stars and hope that they'll give us something nice for this war. Alright, dedicated worker for 10 years. That's decent. Byzantine army is already here. Oh, dealing with such a large army is very annoying, actually. Alright, so they're landing all their troops up north here. And they have increased the amount of troops that they have. 24, and they might have better tech, which is scary, but they are going into a straight charge against us here. It is fields. Oh, they're essentially just walking into a meat grinder. Even though we have a shitty commander in charge, we are doing excellently. Wow, 1,800 fame and 900 devotion from one battle, the Battle of Edessa. Let this be remembered, the 19th of March, 1042. 5,000 losses on their sides only, or 6,000, 3,000 on ours. Very nice. Meanwhile, we also have this little invasion here from some border thing, and we can actually get the Myrmidons. But you have to return home, and then go here. How do I do this? If I raise all, I should get all the troops, right? Well, here they are. They're gathering up again, and maybe they'll be landing on the coast. Now, it says here in my information tab that the Myrmidons are 3,000 strong, but here it says only 1,000 when we actually raise them. Hopefully, they'll strengthen? I don't really know. This is the problem of having too big of an army. They just go straight at you. Oh, well. Got myself a new ally. Let's see if they can help. I know the AI is not very good at moving troops around, but, you know, any distraction is a good distraction. Also, maybe they could help us with the other war. Are you kidding me? So we won a battle that was very important, but that lost battle was more important somehow? Oh, also I moved out the battle info. If I spend some prestige, I can probably actually get quite a lot of use from my prestige. Obviously, these are only... what would that be total? 3 per month. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, max size. Now this time I'm gonna create my own little army splinters here, because I feel like the auto-assigned commanders to every group were pretty trash, to be honest. We have an heir, a male heir. Hadrian shall be his name, and thus everything else about... well, they're still disinherited, but all that disinheriting was useless. But you can't know that before it happens anyway, so oh well. My sister to a stupid little boy for quite an okay amount of troops. And it's not a lot, but it's totally worth it now in the war, right? Let's hire some mercs. Why? I hate that they raise automatically. They should just, like... I should be able to choose where. Oh, you want a white piece now. That's a good sign that we are winning. Oh, hey, there's a crusade for Jerusalem going on. I thought it was an enemy thing, and I was like, why is the Pope on or fighting against me? Oh, yes, so the Byzantines, I think, have been moving around troops in the sea for a long time, and they are slowly withering away. 11,000 there. And our allies are actually sieging Constantinople, which is excellent. Thank you so much, Sweden. Our Viking allies. Oh, they are so indebted. I did not notice that. That is glorious. Here we go. Constantinople is about to fall to the Viking army, and we are carpet sieging the eastern provinces, things are looking very good. Loot, 257. Okay, I should have sieged that. Boom, Constantinople in Swedish hands. And now... yeah, only 19% from that, but that's good. Did we capture anyone interesting? I wish they had captured the Emperor or something. Oh wow, it shot up to 94%. What is that from? I don't really know. Whatever, after these battles I think we might actually win. There we are, the 12th of January, 1047. This is the real beginning of the medieval age. Well, although we won't have a medieval age here, I guess it will be the return of a Roman Hellenic Empire. Enforce demands. Oh. Beautiful. Of course, this will eventually be my new capital. I gotta turn that Roman, hopefully. And, yeah. Oh, right, I also gain everything I occupy. Oh my god, I should have remembered that, because then I could have taken Athens, and then we would be ready to reform the faith. To my ingenious brother, I will give Athens and Alexandria, just so I can get below my holding limit. He's not a genius, but, you know, he's very learned. A learned man. Excellent. Let's host a feast and celebration of our last little war here that finished. And let's begin taking control of this. The controlling county is really a problem. It's going to take a very long time to actually get that in order. But we could now move our capital here, I think. Now, is it worth it? That's the question. I think it is, though. I don't see why not. Alright, let's do it. Boom. This is our new capital. Alright, now we should also go on a pilgrimage, because we want all that piety and stuff. Let's go to... we've already been to Athens, right? So let's go to... alright, Mistra, maybe. Let's go to the Vatican. Ah! I've finished my pilgrimage, I became a wise man, and I am also a paragon of virtue. Now I'm sitting just waiting for the empire to collapse, because that's what I thought would happen. Maybe it'll take a few years, but with their collapse, it'll open up a road for Athens or Tunis or both of them, to be honest. And even if they don't collapse, the fact is that we could potentially just step in once the truce is over and take it all. In honor of the Vikings who captured Constantinople, my faithful allies and family members, I am letting my character grow a little bit of a beard, and we're also going to get a circlet on his head just to look even better. Let's hold a mystical communion and see what happens. Look at this vassal of mine. Look at his face. He's not actually... he doesn't have the inbred trait. But he just looks like a very funny person. I think it's from his mother here. Who... yeah, ugly. Right. He is homely. Not ugly, though. But what about his son? He still looks kind of like the same, but he is technically not ugly. Oh, here we go. Profit. 50% reduction. If I now go here, obviously we don't have 3 sites yet, but if I clicked reform, it would only cost 2,075. So before we die, we have to capture a third. Athens, you need to be mine, so let's go. I had some sound problems there, so I couldn't show you naming my child, but basically, hopefully it's working now, and Commodus is our new son. I named him Commodus because I am unfortunately going to have to disinherit him. You know, I can't have him becoming emperor of anything. That would be terrible. So, where are you? Disinherit. I'm so sorry. Boom. Oh, little sickly Commodus died. That's unfortunate. I had nothing to do with it, but you know, I'm just... yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't have disinherited him, because that's a waste. Speaking of which, we can now unlock Resilient Bloodline. Let's do that. Athens, welcome to the fold. And there we go. With that, we can actually reform the faith. I will just have a look at the things that we can change before we do that, because we do have quite a bit of piety. We could change around quite a lot of things, but I'm just going to change this whole divine marriage thing, because it's just, I love messing with that in Crusader Kings. And, of course, to do that, we have to allow unrestricted marriage. I think avunculate marriage is what's allowed before. I've allowed deviancy, female adultery and male adultery is allowed, and divine marriage, yeah, I changed. Now, like, I've thought about, oh, well, let's make it legalism, or, I don't know, religious law, reincarnation. There's so much really cool stuff, but I think I will leave that to a playthrough in which we are playing a lot more freely with the religion. This time I think I kind of want to stay true to this, and if I had any other character, I would make this religion equal in terms of men and women, but we have so many daughters right now, and half of them I've disinherited. We have one male son, or two sons, that one we've disinherited, so we only have one son that is in line. But we have all these other female daughters that came along, and I don't really have the renown right now to disinherit all these other women, my daughters. So unfortunately, I'm actually gonna leave it a male-dominated. Unfortunately, I would have changed it otherwise, but it's a pragmatic thing for the inheritance, so we can conquer stuff more quickly. Right, so that is it. Reform the faith. Boom. So I've lost the patronage. Alright, because they are of the old ways, I guess. The world will see that Zeus favors us. Excellent. I haven't really been passing tribal authority laws, but I should have done it earlier, so we're gonna go to the third one, and then in 10 years, hopefully, we can pass the final one and adopt feudal ways. I held a mystical communion, and it went awry, it seems. I'm now ill. Alright, absolute authority, pass the law, and we can finally go feudal, even though we're in the middle of a war, which is good. For Ruthenia Majorum to keep expanding and developing, we must leave the old ways behind and adopt a new method of governance together. Alright, adopt feudal ways, a new era. The old ways have served us well, and we will always honor them. However, as the Imperator of Ruthenia Majorum, I have concluded that we must adopt feudalism and its principles if we shall continue to prosper. It is the crucial next step on our road to greatness. Yes, it is. Glorious. We'll already go ahead and pass limited crown authority. And, of course, we lost a lot of troops there in that reform, but overall I think we're good. And with feudalism adopted, I think it's time to wrap up this episode. We'll probably continue, if you want to see it, by capturing the Byzantine Empire and reforming Rome, but it should be relatively easy now, and the path to our glory is set. If you do want to see, do leave a like, leave stuff in the comments, and share with your friends, because if I see that there's a positive response to this video, I take it as a good thing. Maybe 1,000 likes would be something to aim for. Who knows? It's really hard nowadays with the YouTube algorithms to know what's a realistic expectation. Anyway, I hope to see you in the next one. This has been GameGabster. Thank you so much for watching. Farewell.